Oh, no! No! Hold on. I'm going to swear in the vodcast for the first time ever.
Hello. Welcome to this week's Wednesday Wayne of the Weekend vodcast. You join me this week in an office. Well, let's see if we can work out whose office this is. There's two gentlemen share this office. I've found their mugs while lying about. There's one gentleman who loves spreadsheets, and there's another one who seems to like Starbucks as well. Okay, what else can we find in here? Yes, one of the occupants obviously would have use for a webcam. Could almost have been my office, really. And yes, wears glasses as well. Actually, tell you what, he's not exactly short-sighted. I can't really see. Oh yeah, and it's got a very noisy chair. That is the chair, I promise you. Actually, it's quite an easy one. This is the office of Program Controller Darren Stenhouse and the Finance Wizard, or as I like to call him, one of the most important people in Kingdom FM. He literally pays my wages every month. Blair Crofts. He's also the spreadsheet wizard who put together a spreadsheet for the Wednesday Wayne at the Weekend so we can track how well, or in some cases, how badly we've been doing. So to the weigh-in this weekend, and here's what happened on air.
Texas and Vice Kingdom FM. Right, come on, let's do this. Let's stop mucking about as we have been. Time to get on the scales. I'm delaying the inevitable. There's no other word for this. I'm just delaying the inevitable because I've had one of these weeks where it was all going very well up until last night, and then a mate was leaving, and we went out for a few beers and for some food and all that sort of stuff. And I just kind of knew. I knew as a result of that. I think I might have been borderline up to that point. I don't know. I had a beautiful long run this week, but there's been a few points this week where I thought, it's maybe not as healthy or as clever or whatever as it could have been. But we won't go into all the details because otherwise we'll be here all day. We shall just get on the scales and we'll find out. Now, let's see, last week I was 14 stone 9, and I think I said in the vodcast I was trying for 14 stone 7 this week. So we'll see if I get anywhere close to that. I'm kind of hoping that close would be nice. Loss would be nice, and would be what I'm expecting. These headphones are very heavy. Have you noticed that? Exceptionally heavy. Okay. Right. I should really write this down so I don't forget it, because I'm gonna say something else. Just grabbing a pen. Hold on. Let's just write that down. Now then, the guys on the Wednesday weigh-in. This week it was a £1/4 loss for Barry, which took him to 14 stone 11 1/4. It was a £1 1/4 loss for Darren, allegedly. Some may say a little bit of a weight gain. Took him to 13 stone 2 1/2. And for Gary, it was a £1 on. Takes him to 13 stone 10 1/2. I've been saying for weeks that I'm exceptionally scared about the fact that Barry Snedden is getting far too close to my weight. I can tell you, last week I was 14.9, going for 14 stone 7 this week. Barry is 14 stone 11 1/4. And this week, on the scales, I really want to check this again because I may have just missed out a fraction. This week, I'm 14 stone 11. I might actually be 14 stone 11 1/4. I'm just going to double check again, actually. Those headphones are heavy. Oh, no, hold on. Yes. I'm like, 14 stone 10 1/2. 14 stone 11 1/2.
11 and a half!
11 1/2. You've just overtaken me. These are the racks of equipment that keep Kingdom FM on air. In fact, every piece of music or advert or whatever that you hear on the station is stored somewhere in here. Anytime you hear us on air sounding sort of big, butch and beefy, it's thanks to gubbins like this. Anyhow, so that was the weigh-in this week, and a bit of a shock, really. I was kind of suspecting I was going to have maybe not the best of weeks, maybe stay the same, maybe put on a little bit, but hadn't expected A to be on as much as I did, and B, for it to have the significance that it did. Now, in terms of what I put on, I suspect that this time next week there'll be a big weight loss, because I think this is all to do with going out last night with the beers and the food and all that sort of stuff. So I reckon that will come off pretty quickly. The thing though that really did get me, and Barry Snedden was sitting in the studio while we actually did the weigh-in this week, was the fact that I'm now, only by a quarter of a pound, but still by a quarter of a pound, I'm now heavier than Barry Snedden. Now Barry started off, about a stone heavier than I was, something like that. And now he's overtaken me. And I can't let that happen. It just cannot happen. And for the first week, and all the weeks that we've been doing this, it really did get to me. And I promised myself at the start that I wouldn't let that happen, but it has got to me. I do feel really bad about it. So, got to turn it around. There's only about 3 weeks left. Wednesday the 31st of March, that is D-Day, or W-Day if you like, the day when we do the final weigh-in. It's also what I like to call B-Day, or buffet day, because that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'll be out there, we'll be getting the Chinese buffet, we'll be stuffing as much food in as possible, and every cream bun you can think of. There we go then. So the target for next week is to get back to where I was, and let's go for this week's target. Let's go back for 14 stone and 7 pounds. There can be no failure next week. All we will accept is success.